I don't think that that's a good idea for me to try to go all the way here then. But let's see at least what it would be. Use the terraformer on the ground in this sector. We can't let the Vec use the stable landmass to breed. The full region could be lost. High threat detected. Defend the terraform the grassland back to desert. Protect the robotic lab. Let's just try to go into it. Let's just try. If you're going to be dying here, then we're going to be going on in again and try from the very beginning, mayhap. Just get all the way up there, and you also there, and you shall also be starting around there, I think. So this is the robotic factor that we specifically need to protect. Ready to make a Riftwalker proud, Commander. Yeah, you're trying to push into that, which I definitely would need to stop. So defend the terraform the grassland back to desert, protect the robotic lab. This terraformer unit is under your control during this mission. Use it to turn grass tiles into sand tiles. So how would I do that? Huh, interesting. Eradicate all life in front of the terraformer. Oh, and I can just move with it? No, it can't move. Interesting. That's actually pretty efficient though. You would be getting 2 of them just like that. So sure, I'm happy for you to do that. Even if I would need to actually get this to grassland rather than destroy it in the sand, but that was kind of too efficient nonetheless. I think I would actually like to push you into here. Though actually you're not gonna stay there, are you? Well, unless I can try to see how it would work, because at the moment you would be pushing it, stopping that. But probably not for long. As such, you could try to push all the way into this guy after all. So that could be, I guess, nice enough. It's a shame that you can't quite get into there though. I don't know how that will be working out. I guess I'll move you with one step with you at least. It's a shame that I can't be getting into there to block, but I guess that's why I should go all the way into here at least, so we maybe might be able to block a little bit more. Yeah, I was trying to come into here. We could of course just push you into this spot and all that. But it's a little bit too late for this guy to get into here anyway, so besides then these would be in danger. Okay, that's the robotic lab, exactly. Your bonus object is to defend the structure. Well, and turn for now then, I guess. Okay, so that acted first. Well, at least a little bit of damage there, but yeah, these guys did spawn in, which is very unfortunate. Okay. Doesn't look too bad, a little bit annoying mayhap, but you would be dying from this, so I think it's worth it, but I think you should definitely come here then first and then do this. So that at least both of you would be getting a little bit of damage. You're kind of in a dangerous area, aren't you? You could shoot into here and then move this guy so that it won't be able to do anything big. Of course, it does mean that you're not... This guy would be able to do damage in here, so I think we have to worry about this guy first. If in any way possible. I'm just not sure how I'm going to exactly deal with it. Like, if I could shoot into this spot... Well, here I could also move it, yeah. I guess I'll do that. Like, move you like this, so that you can't actually destroy those, and at least you would be damaged by one, which is something. So you could be blocking this, yes. And I can't really kill this right now, unfortunately. So I guess the blocking is the best we can hope to do right now. Yeah. Well, at least those would be safe. This isn't, so unfortunately. Oh, resisted. Woohoo. That is perfect. Or well, lovely that it actually did do that. Okay. So this would have something that would want to be spawning. Both of these still do as well. I can easily move with you. As such, I can move with anyone. But I do think that you should move. Just a different question, where would I like to move you? That is a good question. I could move you just here and block the new guy from entering around into here, which is a possibility. Then at least you could be shooting this guy and saving at least those spots. It's just then a question, what will I do with these two? I guess this is one of the better possibilities that I could do though, in the end, even though I'm not quite sure. I could always just like move with you to somewhere else, but the problem is that you still don't have quite enough like action points to move all the way to places where I think you would be useful, because it's no use to be just shooting it like that guy. I think it's definitely a good idea to move this guy, for example, but yeah. And then you could be still shooting that one and move it, so I guess that's the best we can do, really, here. So that at least you will be just moved like that, and then you would be shooting to there. But you would still do damage there, which is very annoying, but I can't really do much about that. Well, this would still be able to attack though, quite clearly. I really wish that wouldn't be the case. 98 casualties and our power grid went lower. Only good thing is that... oh yeah, I completely forgot to even use this ever, didn't I? Even though I had this that I could be actually using. And I'm not sure how does it exactly work. How do I actually terraform? Terraform the grassland back to... So I actually should be terraforming all of these tiles. I thought that shouldn't it be a good thing to have grass tiles, but then, okay, yeah, I should be actually changing that. It just feels kind of weird, but apparently that is what we wanna do. And then I didn't realize to do it, which is really annoying, because I've completely forgot that we actually would be able to control it, even though it was quite clear. That's so annoying. Well, I guess you shall at least kill that guy. Yay, I lost that. Yeah, this is definitely not going very well. That's for sure. It's definitely not going very well. I guess at least I can push you like that one step so you at least will not hit the terraformer, which is something. Then you could just go into here and try to push this, but... I'm not sure if it's... I think it will explode before, which would be real freaking annoying. I think the better option is then that you should be shooting it so that it actually moves over there. And I guess that would be all that we would have been able to do, which means that I didn't turn all the grassland back into the desert. I kind of thought that I was supposed to terraform this into grassland, because it would make more sense to me, but no. That's not what I needed to do at all. And I failed because of stupid reasons. I would really like to replay this, but it's not quite going to happen now. I can always, of course, think I can do it later, but yeah. You've secured the terraformer, but it's too late to stop the hives, and that means the surrounding regions are now in danger as well. The effort to terraform and terraform the grassland back to desert failed. Project Aerobics Lab at least. Well, can't go back. Lone Mesa. High threat detected. Defend the Earth Mover. End battle with less than 4 mechs. Protect the emergency batteries. What sounds the most interesting? I kind of like the idea of going just into Lone Mesa now. One of our Earth movers is filling in a chasm created by malfunctioning stabilizers. Make sure it stays in one piece. So defend the Earth mover and battle with less than 4 mech damage. Project the emergency batteries. Well, let's try it out, I guess. Might as well. So how does this work? Any class weapon, turn nearby chasms into normal crowd. Oh yeah, right. It's just gonna turn those into normal crowd. Cannot be moved by any weapon, effect, push, teleport, etc. Alrighty. And then of course all of those units. Sure, like that. I think is okay. It is indeed the mechs. Pudding coming. We're picked up an unidentified object in the sensors. Okay. So we should try to go and get it if possible, that is. Well, some more warnings. I'm not sure if we go into here, could we push this into... Well, we can certainly push it towards that. Would that be good enough? Of course, that would not be able to do anything then. Yeah, this guy would die, so that's not too bad. This, of course, would do damage. Unfortunately, we can't exactly... Well, actually, if you come into here, would you be able to bring it back into the pit? Yes, Feck falling at terminal velocity, which is pretty sweet, really. And actually, I should have done that a little bit later. Well, on the other hand, not really, because I'm not gonna be able to push you anyways quite like I would want. But of course, I could have probably pushed you a little bit nicer. I don't know, maybe I should push you actually into this direction so that... How much damage do you do? Like now I'm kind of wondering... Actually, do you... If you start from pushing in there... Yep, I shouldn't do that. I should do it in the other order though. So, yeah, sure. Let's go back and try that again. So I think still that this is a good option. Like this, for sure. Then we could just try to do this action with you first. So yeah, this is worth a try. Do you just go and fall in? I think you do. Which sounds like an excellent idea. So we would be probably able to kill quite a few right away. Of course, these two would still be here, but nonetheless, you of course can't do anything for us, like the terraformer would have. Goodbye. Vex boat up, just put them down, yes, very much indeed. Okay. These enemies aren't quite that bad though, overall. A lot of spawning in there though, unfortunately. Okay, so to try to protect all of these. What should we do? You still only do 1 damage after all, so it's not exactly worth that much. Quite unfortunately. We definitely need to protect this. This only does 1 damage, so as such this can take 1 point of damage if need be. Other than the buildings probably can't take that sort of a damage, so we could be pushing this or just damaging this guy a little bit. I guess even, well, no, pushing would be better just for the reason that we could actually move him a little bit. So we could also try to just engage that one. Push that one and then see what we could do with the tank. Tank could probably go and block one of those. Then I could come into here and use you to do this. But this would be in danger, which is very bad because our power grid is real freaking low. After this, we pretty much wouldn't be able to lose any if I actually would go about and doing it like this. As such, it's not really that big of an issue that you would deal 1 damage. The problem is... Well, actually, you can shoot. You can shoot from there into that. And then it's not going to be a problem. Then you could be moving into here and killing this guy. Or from this direction, possibly Ratter, so that you're on this side. Lovely. And then you could even shoot just this guy. Whatever way we want to be shooting him. He will just do 1 attack in front of him, so we could, for example, just move him towards that region, considering there's a lot of other ones already there, so maybe that's better. Well, let's see. At least that only one has 1 health left, so it's gonna die to anything pretty much. But yeah, unfortunately all of those were able to spawn in, and which means that as long as this is alive, this will also explode, which is not good. And then all of these artilleries, which is also extremely bad. So yeah, you're doing a damage into it and you would be doing a damage, so this would die right now. We can change that situation, of course. Quite clearly. It's just a question, how do we want to go about and trying to change that? We probably should kill you first. Though. Because otherwise these guys will all explode, which is not a good idea for us to have to be dealing with. I can't reset if I do this, but I think this is probably still the better option to go about and do. Just a different question, what should we do after that? You can die, and you can deal damage to both of them. You're going to push this guy, not this one. So actually this should be lovely. This is a lovely new weapon that we have after all, so we should really be putting it into good use. No, it actually was you that was doing the damage though. Of course, it's not too big of an issue if you're doing damage, unless, of course... as long as at least not both of you are doing the damage, is what I was trying to say. Sure, let's just go about and do this, because then it's only 1 damage at least. Sure, it's not great, but it's not too bad. And you can easily come and just kill this guy at least. Stop it from doing that. So this is going to take 1 damage, but at least only 1. Of course, 1 more enemy is going to spawn in, but at least only 1. Again. So, as long as it doesn't take more damage, is basically the thing that we would have to just for sure do. Okay, that's not too bad at all, I'd say. That's certainly not too bad. Yeah, I think you will actually do this. This is hardly even doing anything. I guess they don't do actually damage when they web. At least it seems like they... Well, no, it does do 1 damage, but you are anyways going to be alive even if that would be the case. Yeah, you can just push him, damage him pretty nicely. Unfortunately, you would be able to do only 1 damage, and you've already done your strike. Well, there's not really much else I can do other than, of course, if I would want to push you and just kill you that way. I guess this is better than you just doing the damage, because this guy is going to still be alive then. Even if taking damage, never get tired of killing Vec. Well, unless that would be done nicely enough. 3 shares for the Rift Walkers, or whatever they called us, Rift Warriors. The repair teams report barely a scratch on your mechs. Efficiently done. We can reallocate the damage control teams to civilian relief and city protection. Yay, we actually did enough. Oh yay. And bot recovered as well, which is great. Reactor Core and Lily Reed. Oh, a new commander, I guess. Gain +3 move on first turn of every mission. Interesting. And +2 to mech hit points. Experience level, of course, really low. And then reactor core. Reactor cores are used to upgrade your mechs. Lovely. And yes, pilot is indeed available, so I think we shall do that. And yeah, seismic activity. So these have actually been properly lost now. Region destroyed by the wreck. We got 4. But it's these areas now that we happen to have. And the warning, Hive Leader thrown out by your offensive against by the wreck. The Hive Leader is assaulting corporate headquarters. Could I get a pilot though? Okay, there. Okay, I need to track him. Or her, really. Okay, good. Gain +3 move on the first turn is still pretty nice. And then we could be getting more of this powered up if we wish. Unless I would rather want to have something like this, which I kind of feel that I would like to get this stabilizer. Weapon checks out, Commander. So now you would at least have the stabilizer, which is still nice. Maybe it's not as good as I would like it to be, but it's not bad. I got only 1 more reactor core though. This is very interesting, but I guess for the moment this would be the better one after all. I could just equip it like this and it doesn't even need any of these cores. I thought that it would, unless the buildings are immune with you on the other hand. I could just increase, of course, your damage to acid tip. Adds acid to the future's hit enemy. Let's get that. Let's install 1 more and get an acid tip. So adds acid to the future's hit enemy. I think that's a nice idea. Okay, well, corporate headquarters then. Destroy 5 ghouls and protect the corporate tower. Vec threat detected. Sensors have picked up an unknown Vec, some sort of a massive gelatinous creature. Whatever it is, don't let it reach the tower. So destroy 5 ghouls and protect the corporate tower specifically, and basically protect everything else too, because we have very low energy. But yeah. So, 3 hit points, but I guess you might probably split then or something. Okay, it attempts to squish the adjacent tile. So it was just automatically just destroyed. Freaking lovely. And of course it is the Hive Leader. Yeah, I'll just put you into there. You can pretty well maneuver from there, I think. The mechs came to rescue. Okay, you would be trying to attack our main guy. 5 goose. These of course need to be dealt with. A shame that you can't quite get all the way there, but can't really be helped much. Yeah, that is your passive, of course. I guess I would just do this. And then, yeah, this was the call in an airstrike on a single tile anywhere on the map, but it was just a use per battle once. So it would push any of those others. Wish that I had noticed to actually equip that earlier. If I do this, wasn't it nonetheless that they were like, I'm thinking that wasn't it so that you weren't doing damage to these, or did I not have it active now for some reason? Maybe I didn't then. I don't really feel comfortable going and moving with you though. It would have been better to move this to this spot too, surely. I'd say that would have been a good idea. Or, well, let's see. If you move this, you are actually almost killing it. This unit is inflicted with acid. With its defenses corroded, incoming weapon damage will be doubled. all other damage push fire blocking it is unaffected. But yeah, I should have done that. Yeah, let's just reset the turn for now. Even though I do it immediately, but I think that's the better idea, because I should just rather than go and push this guy into this and so on. It's almost going to kill it anyways, which I think is worth it. Okay, yeah, that's what happens. Those came and came up afterwards. Maybe I should just, even if it's probably not a good idea, but maybe I should damage myself and then move this guy and this guy away. Yeah, I will do that, even though it's not necessarily good. But hey, you actually gain also acid from that. I actually think that's at least a positive, even if I did damage you. Maybe it's okay. Maybe. At least you're also poking one of those guys from spawning in. So not that bad. Only one enemy spawned in. Save us. Okay, both of you would be threatening our little tank. And on the other hand, you would be threatening the houses over here, which I do think that definitely would need to be changed. I'm like trying to think, how do I want to try to go about and work this? Like, I can easily go and do this. You would be destroyed, you would be moved by one, so you wouldn't be hitting into there anymore. And then you would also be moved by one, which is okay. It's not too big of an issue if you would be moved. Even if maybe it would be better if I would be able to do it a little bit differently. Of course, if I just hit into you, no, that definitely isn't the best option at least. Yeah. So how would this work? It's basically like an artillery, like any of the other ones. There's so many options to do. It's difficult to choose what would be the best one. I guess this is the only one you can really do though, because you are stuck there. Unless I would have used this to destroy it, and then you would have been able to freely move. Like, I could come here and just destroy you like this and do a little bit of extra damage, which is okay. But, and then you could shoot into here, which would mean this guy would be moved into this spot, this would be moved here, but the artillery would stay there, which isn't really something I would prefer to happen. Yeah, it's so difficult to decide. Of course I do have this, which I probably should then try to use. Let's just do this for now. Yeah, those are down there. At least they only have 1 HP per unit, which is not too bad. We could just shoot this guy dead right now. Yeah, you can't actually use that anymore because I used the normal. So it doesn't work like that for sure. I might be okay sacrificing this to be able to attack one of these scoops. It's just a different question who and how. I could just destroy this. Because I can't actually, like, move with you anyways in a really way that I would be able to deal with this, unless I would be under this and then you would be pretty much destroyed. Which isn't a very good idea, so let's just destroy that goop, I guess, in the meantime. Even if this is unfortunate, yeah. Energy power is almost depleted. When it's gone, it's over. Which is indeed very bad. Clearly enough. We definitely shouldn't allow any more damage to anyone. Pretty much. So, okay, what do we want to try to do now? You could come into here, because that would push also that creature. I guess that's not too bad. It would also almost destroy that. Unfortunately, not quite. I think you have to come and deal with this thing. Just forget about that little goop for now. Just come and deal with this so that it's out of the way. So call in an airstrike on a single tile anywhere on the map and it would work like that. But it's basically like anything else that you would be able to do, so this I think would be a lot better for someone else, I'd say. Should I do this first? Possibly. Or should I do one of these first? No, let's just do this. Let's see how exactly it looks like after that. You didn't move. I thought that it should have moved you. That's actually then not exactly a great thing. If I bring you here, those two... It's not really very great situation, is it? At least, okay, you are the one who is dealing more damage, so you're not as bad, I guess. I hope you are actually going to be moved, because otherwise I would be in trouble. Serious trouble. So let's see if you are able to be moved. Okay, good. Now you actually were moved. You are hitting us with that strike, but at least you only did 1 damage. That's what I was thinking, that you're doing at least only the 1 damage. So you're not able to kill us, nonetheless. Even if it was clearly not very pleasant. 2 goops left. Which is of course unfortunate. Barely holding on here. Yeah, I noticed that. At least that got kind of some, I guess, thing like that. Last turn and I would be needing to kill more cubes, way more cubes. Not quite sure I'm able to do that. Killing quite that many. I guess you would just have to try to shoot this at least so that we could get those 2. Basically I would need to only kill 1 more, do I? So I don't need to kill all of these. Only 1 more. I think that 1 more is going to be you, very surely. The thing is just that you would need to take care of this guy. So it wouldn't be able to do that movement. Okay, I can go and take you here and move you, push you into that. You got okay amount of health, so that's good. And then you would need to just go on and take care of this, hopefully. And then you are gonna do 1 damage, that's not a big issue. Okay? That's... I did it in the wrong order. Now you're gonna charge into that, and actually I'm not able to push you there. That's really annoying. Well, this is the best I can do. You're almost dead, but unfortunately that will not help and I can't reset the turn anymore. I just did it in the wrong order. Otherwise it would have been perfect, but I did it in the wrong freaking order. So, yeah. Yeah, House almost gone, but you're okay for now. This is just a bad thing. There's no sign of survivors. Yeah, I know this, unfortunately. I must admit that was an impressive performance. We will rest easier knowing that the Vek monstrosities no longer infest our island. Yeah, and you have to start from all over from the beginning with this experience, which is freaking great. Well, I guess at least we did that. Pretty okay amount of corporate reputation though. And I guess decent amount of people saved. The problem is our power grid is real low. Of course we can always get more grid power, which I do think that at least something we do have to get, but it's just a question what. Of course, as such we already have quite a plenty of these, so if there's something really good I'll get it, otherwise probably not. So what is this? Attraction pulse, science class weapon. Pull target towards you 1 tile. Interesting. Then Wind Torrent. That's interesting. Push all units in a single direction. default unlimited uses. Okay, it doesn't you need that much to actually be able to use it. And then a fire a beam that applies fire in a line. That's pretty nice too. No match in mech class, of course, yeah. And then range class weapon, freeze yourself and the target. Interesting. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but it's definitely interesting. I think this is the one that I would be most interested in trying out. So that is an any class weapon. I don't have any science tanks. I'm not sure if I can get any anyways. Well, I guess I'll get this because I'm interested in seeing how that would work. And then I could get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That wouldn't be enough to get it quite high enough to actually get this full. So maybe I should just get 1 more reactor core. Sure, let's do that. And I guess I can be equipping at the same time. Now then. So I would have that. Well, I should be looking who I would want to be putting those in. I would like to be able to use that. I don't really care about that much. This one. Because it's kind of like very same like the others are. I wonder which one I would prefer you to try to have. Wind torrent or a pool tank. Flying gives a pool tank the ability to fly. Interesting. I do think that this would be very interesting, but I don't have anyways enough. Well, if I do take that away, I can put 1 more after all into here, and then I can take 1 away, and then I could be powering this up at least. Maybe I should do this. Apparently I could also do those, which would be actually pretty nice to get more movement points, would be pretty nice. So we could at least try the pool tank. I probably should sell something. Well, really this is the only one probably that I'm really interested in selling. It's not really that good, I'd say. All the others are very interesting, and I kind of like to be able to keep them around even though they may not be that important. But okay, I guess that would be okay-ish. So leave the island then. So the second island would be done.